today I just wanted to share with you what God uh, put in my spirit, a few days ago. Um, so I a few days ago with a friend, I went to a, you know, kind of just went shopping for, new clothes. I know yeah, I do, shopping sometimes, but, like, um, so there was, when I got home, I was, writing down the receipts, and one of the receipts was, uh, like the exact cost was $180, and God highlighted the 180, 180, um, because that is, you know, a 180 is, a you're turning around, and you're going one direction, then you turn around and you go the other direction. So God gave me that as a prophetic word, for, you know, some people watching this. God um, is not only, doing a 180 for somebody that is maybe unsaved and is about to be saved. That would be a 180. But also, in the aspect of, maybe perhaps, somebody that was single is about to meet um, their forever person, that their um, kingdom helper. Or maybe, God is about to, somebody that doesn't have a lot of finances, financially, you know, he's, he's, you know, turning it around a 180 and bringing finances. I know didn't really say that, very, very good or whatever, but like that's what God put on my heart or in my spirit to talk about, how that is a prophetic word for people, not just a prophetic word saying that God is going to take somebody unsaved and, save them. Yes, I do believe that, but also, as a prophetic word, for perhaps somebody's, life, not really looking the greatest right now, with maybe like a lack of finances and, other things like that. Um, and there's going to be a complete 180, where you're going to go from lacking to having abundance in these certain things, um, and how, because you walking in a storm, um, and then, God, you know, getting you, through the storm, that can also, kind of sort of be like a complete 180. Because you think about storms, like when it storms, but when the storm is done, well, that's a, that's when the blessings um start to happen, and you like, so just be thinking about that, If this is, for you, um, I really don't know exactly who, like, it would be for. I just felt, that God put it in my spirit to just get on and share. Because, like, remember, remember what God did uh, with David. He took him from a poor shepherd boy, somebody that nobody really, listened to his advice. They kind of like didn't really listen to him at all. And, you know, one day God brought him up to be king. Um, there's somebody in the Bible, I can't think of his name, but his father, gave him um, this this robe or blanket that was very colorful, and his brothers, hated him, sold him into slavery. Then he was, locked up, you know, in a pit, and then God brought him out of that. A complete, 180. And it might not happen overnight, but um, God's going to do that you know, somebody, or a few people that this is for. And so, again, like, that's just unique how, God can do that. So, um, I also want to add, if you are having doubts, to keep going. Maybe perhaps God will, use this message to help somebody keep going, continue to do the thing that He has called you to do, and continue to go on the path that He has you on, because He's going to do it. It's just, it's might take uh, a little bit longer than what you had expected, and so don't give up. I can definitely testify to, wanting to just give up on those things, and so but time and time again, like, the Lord would bring me back, um, and, like, just, so maybe that's a word of encouragement also. So this word can be for somebody that needs a word of encouragement, somebody that, you know, or like a prophetic word, you know, but I do know that God, has this word for somebody, for multiple people, rather. And so, um, just keep that in mind.